In the words of Martin Tyler, the greatest show on earth is back. The Premier League is set to return for the 2017-2018 season, and I'm feeling pretty excited. Welcome back also to Just United. I know the last episode that I did of this was at the start of last season, and yes, I do feel kind of annoyed of myself that I wasn't consistent enough. I wasn't uploading it weekly, which I planned to do. But, you know, now that I've decided which direction, I'm certain now which direction I want to take the channel in, and that's focusing mainly around football. You're not really going to notice much changes over the last couple of months. It's only really been FM, but I plan now to just scrap playthroughs and other series. From now on, it's just going to be football, football, football. So hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully you're looking forward to the next couple of months here on this channel. Right then, to the business. Manchester United. We finished pre-season, played a total of 7 games over in America. Then we came over to Dublin, played the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, also Man City. We won 6 games out of 7, all but that game against Barcelona where we lost 1-0. I thought we played some real good football, scored some real good goals. We basically look ready to hit the ground running in the Premier League, which kicks off this weekend. It was also a chance to see some of our new signings in action, and they perform really well. I mean, Lukaku, I'm so happy that we've got our man in Lukaku. What a player he's going to be for us this season. He knows the Premier League inside out. I mean, look at the season he had last year for Everton. He was at Everton doing that. Just imagine what he's going to be able to do here at Manchester United. And if we do continue to use the 3-5-2 formation, if we are planning to use 2 up front, imagine Lukaku developing some sort of relationship between Rashford. I can see that happening. The pace and that creativity between those two could almost be unstoppable. Both still very young as well. Both still have a lot to learn, to accomplish. I mean, Lukaku, for me, seems as though he's been around forever in the Premier League, and he's always been scoring goals. So I've got every bit of faith that Lukaku's going to be successful at United. I mean, last season we saw that link-up play, that partnership between Pogba and Ibra making those runs off the ball, and Pogba with his vision. This season we're going to see that, but with Pogba and Lukaku. It's going to be fantastic. And now that we've signed Nemanja Matic, that deal, that's just madness, that is. Why Chelsea? I mean, Conte, we know, is a bit upset about it. He's even come out publicly saying that he didn't agree with the selling of Matic. He didn't want to let him go. I mean, he was such a key player towards Chelsea's success last season in winning the Premier League. Why they would let him go? And for, what was it, 40 mil as well? Bit of a bargain. I mean, what a player we have now in Matic. Having him in the side, he's just going to allow Pogba to get further forwards in that roaming type role that he'll have now for United. So who knows what we will see in that final third come this season. It's going to be exciting, interesting as well at the same time. We did see glimpses of it throughout pre-season, glimpses of brilliance, and I just hope that carries over into the new Premier League season throughout the season. I mean, we didn't see it so much in the UEFA Super Cup against Real Madrid. They were just on another level altogether, Real Madrid. They were fantastic for 60 minutes, and then Fellaini came on, completely changed the game. And that's another thing about United as well this season. You can see what Mourinho is planning here. I'm hoping he doesn't go down this route of just long balling all the time, because now that he's brought in Matic, Lukaku and Lindelof, they're all tall players. We've got Fellaini also, we've got Pogba. I say that about long balls. It's never really been, it's not attractive football. It's not what you want to be seeing, especially from what we've come to know of United in the past when Sir Alex was in charge. But I suppose at the end of the day, you know, it's the results that matter. And if that's the route that Mourinho wants to go down, having to utilise the long ball, looking for Fellaini and so on, as long as it gets us a trophy at the end of the season, then that's all that matters. But saying all that, throughout pre-season we saw short balls being played, attractive football, very fluid. I think Mourinho's going to be mixing it up quite a lot this season. I mean, just look at that counter-attack against Sampdoria in Dublin after Blin made that horrible mistake of back-passing it to De Gea. Oh, we made an absolute mess of that, but we hit them on the counter and we did it so quickly, so efficiently. I mean, Antonio Valencia, such an underrated player. He really is. Why he doesn't get much praise, I really don't know, but he should be. I mean, the way he took the ball at the other end, I mean, his crossing game has improved so much as well. I mean, there was a time when his crosses were just wayward. Where's that going? But now, I mean, he picked out Darmian perfectly. Darmian back in for Mkhitaryan. It was we executed that counter perfectly. And it's moments like that which make me feel so excited for our game tomorrow against West Ham. We're back at Old Trafford. The team, they have a duty to not only entertain, but to pick up those first 3 points. We need to win it, although the league title can't be won or lost on the first day, of course. But it would be nice to get those first 3 points and start gathering some momentum heading into to our next game, which will be away to Swansea. And then we've got Leicester. 3 games that realistically we should be winning. So West Ham tomorrow, looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting battle. They've bought well in the summer, and Arnautovic is coming from Stoke. They've got Joe Hart on loan from Man City. They've also got Hernandez, Little P, who will be returning to Old Trafford. Hopefully he doesn't score against us. But how will we deal with him? They also have Zabaleta as well. So some quality there in their summer signings. And I believe they might have Mikel Antonio back for this game, I think, because I saw a headline saying that he'd played for 90 minutes in their under-23s, so maybe he's back to full training. Not sure about full fitness. It'll be good to see their starting lineup tomorrow. Will he be in the side? Will he start on the bench? Will he start ahead of their summer signing Zabaleta? Because Mikel Antonio, he adds so much to a game. Pace, that energy, bit of a versatile player as well. Could prove to be a bit of a problem for us if he starts hitting the strides that he was a couple of seasons ago. Not so much last season, but when they were at Upton Park, he's a proven goal scorer as well. He's a real danger. So we've got to watch out for that if he is in the side for West Ham tomorrow. How do we counter that though? What is my team prediction? I'm going to go ahead and say that we'll start with a 4-3-3. Which will probably be changed into a 3-5-2 as the game goes on. Noah Mourinho, because he's been playing around with that idea throughout pre-season. I'm going to say that De Gea starts in goal. The back four, Valencia, Bailly, back in the United side after he was banned for that game against Real Madrid, and I think he's got 2 more matches, which is out for when we return to the Champions League. So Bailly starts along with Chris Smalling as my 2 centre-halves, and Darmian at left-back, who started as left-back against Real Madrid in the UEFA Super Cup. My midfield 3, I'm going to go ahead with Matic in that defensive mid-role, and just in front, Ander Herrera along with Paul Pogba in central midfield, and the front 3, Rashford, Mkhitaryan and Lukaku. That is my team prediction for tomorrow's game, Manchester United against West Ham. And score prediction, I'm going to say 3-1 to Manchester United. I think West Ham might, even though I don't want it to happen, but I can see Hernandez getting on the score sheet. I hope he doesn't, but I can just see it happening. So 3-1 to Manchester United. That is my score prediction. And that's it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed the return of Just United. I know it's been a shorter episode. It is kind of like a reintroduction to Just United. It's an intro, but for the next episode, I might have a guest with me discussing the result against West Ham and previewing our next game after that, which will be away to Swansea. But for now, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.